All right, so we're diving deep today, getting into those excerpts you sent over from the first few chapters of that book on consciousness.
Huh. These first 4 chapters, really.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, the book jumps right in, doesn't it? Like right away, it's saying that our mind, all the thinking we do,
Yeah. It's really saying that's like the first obstacle.
it's the first big hurdle to like actually, I don't know, being here, being present, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like we're missing out on everything that's actually happening right now.
Right, because we're so busy thinking, like, I don't know, instead of watching a movie, we're just narrating it in our heads the whole time.
Oh, that's good. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. And it's interesting. This isn't like a brand new idea, right? I mean, it's been around, what, for centuries, right?
Yeah, I mean, so many different traditions touch on it.
Mm-hmm. But we're not so good at remembering it now.
Not so much. Yeah, and the book, it has this really striking analogy.
Oh, yeah.
It says the mind's like a dog
The dog. Okay.
that loves to chew on a problem.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't matter, like big problem, small problem. The mind just wants something to gnaw on.
Huh. So that makes you think, like, can you actually turn your mind off? You know? Like
Yeah.
on purpose, or does it just run the show?
Right. Makes you really think about it.
Yeah, and it ties into a lot of what we'll be talking about, so it's worth considering.
Absolutely. And then there's the ego, right?
Yeah.
Which the book is saying is basically like this fake self we create by buying into all that mind chatter.
Okay, yeah. And it's always looking for like approval.
Yeah, outside validation,
Right, whether it's achievements or what other people think of you, yeah.
possessions, everything. And because the ego is like fundamentally insecure,
Yeah, well then it needs fear.
like a constant companion.
Yeah, like a security system, Always watching for danger, even if there's nothing there.
And then it brings up the pain body, which, I don't know, it sounds kind of creepy. Like this negative energy field that feeds on unhappiness and can even push us into destructive behavior, almost like, I don't know, like a dark cloud raining on everything.
Well, the way I see it, the pain body is just like all the emotional pain we haven't dealt with, from the past.
Okay.
But the good news is once we see it, we can start to heal it.
Okay, right, get ready for this. The book says time is an illusion.
Whoa, hold on. So are we in the Matrix?
I know, right?
Okay.
But then it clarifies, it's like, okay, clock time, we need that.
Right, practical stuff.
Right, to like live our lives,
Yeah.
But what it's really talking about is psychological time.
Yeah, that's the tricky one.
Right, dwelling on the past, worrying about the future.
Yeah, and it's easy to get stuck there.
Right. Like, we all do it, I think, like replaying regrets, worrying about things that haven't happened yet.
Hmm.
And the book even gives some like everyday examples, like stressing over bills.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I don't know, clinging to past accomplishments, all those one-day win fantasies.
Yeah, I get that.
And that makes me think, like, okay, can you actually shift your focus to now, even when life's tough?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Can you just let go of the past and the future, even for a little bit?
That's the thing. Yeah.
I mean, the book is saying that's the key, right?
Yeah.
To, like, ending all the suffering we create with our minds.
Yeah, to find freedom, we need to get to the present moment.
The now.
The now, exactly. Sounds simple, right?
Right. But I bet it's harder than it sounds.
Oh, definitely. But the book's got a solution. It describes the present moment as this, like, narrow gate that leads to, like, truer way to live.
Huh. Like that image, the narrow gate. It's like, those moments where you see something amazing, like a sunset or someone does something really kind, and for a second you're, like, totally present.
Mm-hmm. You're just there.
Yeah. Completely absorbed in that experience.
And that's what it's like, when we get out of the time trap fully into the now.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like, I don't know, like leaving a stuffy room and suddenly you can breathe again.
Exactly, that fresh air.
So how do we get to that gate? The
Yeah.
book keeps talking about becoming the observer, like watching our thoughts and emotions, but without judging them.
Or it's like creating some space.
Yeah, between us and all that mental noise.
Yeah, it's like, if you were watching a play,
Yeah,
you can see the characters, all the drama, but you're not, like, in it.
I see, yeah.
And that's what we do with our thoughts and emotions. We watch them.
Okay, and there's this technique, right, that Zen masters use. It's kind of weird. You have to imagine you're waiting for your next thought, like a cat staring at a mouse hole.
I like that.
It's like you're ready, but detached, I guess.
Right. Alert, but patient.
Yeah, exactly. And it's bringing that same kind of, I don't know, watchfulness to our inner world.
Yeah, and that's something you see across different spiritual traditions, actually.
Interesting.
The value of this practice.
And then the book gets really interesting. It starts connecting this personal change, this shift to living in the now, to like a bigger evolution, like a jump forward for human consciousness.
So, like, we're on the verge of a major paradigm shift.
Right. Makes you think, like, what if we're part of something much bigger than ourselves?
It really raises the stakes.
Yeah, the book's saying this awakening might not happen automatically, like we have to participate
Our choices matter.
for our own survival and for everyone else's too.
It's like we're at a crossroads.
Right. And the decisions we make now,
Yeah.
they decide the future.
Of humanity, yeah. And there's this warning, too,
Oh, yeah.
about the dangers of the egoic mind. Unchecked, it can do a lot of damage.
Right. All the conflict, the suffering, even like the environmental problems we see.
All driven by that ego.
So what's the solution? Like, is there hope for us?
Well, the book says just the fact that we're doing this,
This deep dive.
yeah, talking about these ideas, that's a sign that something new is emerging.
Oh, that's encouraging.
It means we're not alone in this.
Right. Like
Yeah.
other people are searching for a more conscious way to live too.
Exactly. And the book reminds us that this new consciousness, we don't have to, like, invent it.
Right.
It's already there,
Inside us.
waiting, like a seed that just needs the right conditions to grow.
So how do we create those conditions? How do we like nurture that seed? Well, that's what we'll explore in the next part of our deep dive.
Yeah.
So we're talking about nurturing that seed, huh? Like what are some things we can actually do to, cultivate this new awareness the book's talking about?
Well, one of the big things the book emphasizes is that when we shift our awareness, from being all up in our heads to really experiencing the now, like our whole view of the world changes.
Oh, yeah. Like it's like suddenly seeing everything in HD or something.
Yeah, exactly. It uses this example of like looking at a tree.
Yeah.
But not just, labeling it in your mind as tree, but actually experiencing it, like with all your senses.
Yeah, I can see that sometimes when I'm out in nature, if I really stop and take it all in, it's like everything just comes alive.
Right.
And it's not just what you see, but the sounds, the smells, even like the sun on your skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost, I don't know, too much, but in a good way.
It's that kind of awareness the book's talking about. When we're fully present, it's like we tap into a different way of knowing, one that's not all filtered through our thoughts and judgments.
It's like you're seeing things for what they really are,
Yeah.
without all the baggage.
Precisely. And it's not just limited to like those big moments in nature. It can be anything, even those everyday things we usually just do on autopilot.
It's like washing the dishes instead of just going through the motions. You're like really paying attention to the water, the soap, even how the plates feel.
Exactly. Yeah. Finding that presence in the everyday.
Right, right. And the book talks about these mind traps, ways we like unconsciously resist being present.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we complain about something, instead of actually doing something about it or just accepting it,
Oh, yeah, definitely. Or those what if spirals about the future.
or dwelling on the past, right? Like replaying old hurts or, I don't know, clinging to some past victory.
Yes, all of that pulls us out of the now, keeps us trapped in the illusion of time.
We're always trying to escape the present moment, it seems like.
Yeah, either looking back or looking ahead.
And the book says that's like the root of suffering, this resistance to now.
Mm-hmm. It's like we're creating our own problems by not being present with what is.
Yeah, I see that. And then it goes on to talk about how these patterns, this resisting the now, how it shows up on a bigger scale, like it shapes our whole civilization.
Okay, yeah.
Our obsession with progress, always wanting more. It's like this underlying belief that we're not good enough, that happiness is always somewhere else in the future.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
It is. It really is. And the book doesn't sugarcoat it. It says this collective mind trap, it's led to some serious consequences.
Oh, yeah.
Like environmental damage, conflict, all the suffering in the world.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. It's sobering.
Yeah.
But there's this glimmer of hope, too.
Oh.
The book says that our choices, our individual shifts in awareness, they can actually contribute to a bigger change.
So like a ripple effect.
Yeah, like we're all connected and our personal transformation can make a difference.
I like that.
It's powerful. And so how do we actually cultivate this presence, this ability to live more in the now? Like, what does the book say?
Well, it gives some really practical guidance, tools we can use to like shift our awareness and get out of that time trap.
Okay, give me the good stuff.
Okay, so one of simplest but most powerful things is becoming aware of your breath.
Your breath.
Yeah, it's like an anchor that can bring you back to the present, no matter where your mind's wandering.
Oh, okay, like a mini vacation from all the thinking.
Exactly. Even just a few deep breaths can help you reconnect with your body and the present moment.
I see.
And then there's sensory awareness, tuning in to all your senses, the sights, sounds, smells, everything you're experiencing right now.
Okay, so instead of being lost in thought, you're consciously paying attention to the world around you.
Like really seeing the colors, hearing the sounds, feeling the ground beneath your feet.
Right, right.
It's about waking up to all the richness of this moment.
And it even talks about, like, watching your thoughts,
Oh, yeah.
like becoming more aware of that constant stream of thoughts, but without judging them or getting attached.
Like watching a parade go by, but you don't hop on any of the floats.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. And that helps you separate from your thoughts and emotions so something deeper can emerge.
You're observing without getting swept away.
Right. And the book makes it clear this is a practice. It's a journey. You're not going to suddenly be perfectly present all the time,
It's about coming back to the now, over and over.
even when you get distracted.
Exactly. Like learning to ride a bike, you might wobble, you might fall, but you keep practicing.
And it also talks about acceptance,
Yeah.
right? Surrendering to what is
Yeah.
instead of fighting against it.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So instead of wishing things were different, you learn to be open to whatever the present moment brings, even the tough stuff.
Yeah, even the stuff you don't like.
It doesn't mean you have to like it, but you meet it with, I don't know, openness,
Wow.
maybe even curiosity.
Exactly, instead of resistance.
It's like that saying, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and all that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the book, it has this interesting take on problems.
Okay.
It says they only exist in the mind's idea of time.
Whoa, what does that even mean?
It means instead of getting caught in that cycle of problem creating, you can ask yourself, right now, in this moment, what problem do I actually have?
Huh. And a lot of times, the answer is none.
Exactly. There might be a situation, a challenge, but it's not a problem until we make it one in our minds.
That's, I don't know, kind of freeing, actually.
It is. It's like taking off a weight you didn't even know you were carrying.
Yeah. And the book says that when you let go of that obsession with problems, you open yourself up to something deeper.
Like a wisdom that comes from beyond the thinking mind.
So it's not just about, like, emptying your mind. It's
Yeah.
about accessing something else.
Yes, it's about shifting your whole perspective from seeing the world as a bunch of problems to be solved.
Just seeing the perfection of this moment right now.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a big shift.
It is. It really makes you wonder what would be possible if we could all see things that way.
It really does. And that leads us to the last part of our deep dive, where the book explores what this shift in consciousness could mean for all of us, for humanity as a whole. So we're talking about this like massive shift in perspective. Right? It makes you wonder, what if everyone could break free from that problem mindset?
Well, the book's saying the implications are pretty huge for us, like individually and for, the whole world. It's like we've been stuck in a dark room and suddenly, bam, the lights are on.
Yeah, and you can finally see everything clearly.
Exactly. And what we see might surprise us. The book argues that our true nature, who we really are, it's not something we have to, earn or achieve.
It's already there.
It's already there, just waiting to be recognized.
It's like, I don't know, we've been carrying around a treasure chest our whole lives, but we forgot where we put the key.
That's a good one, yeah. And the key, according to the book, is to quiet the mind, connect with the present moment.
So by letting go of all the thinking, the worrying, that's how we unlock the treasure.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is that this awakening, this discovering who we really are, it's not just about personal freedom.
Yeah.
It can transform our relationships, our communities, even the world around us.
Okay, that sounds pretty idealistic, but how does that actually work? How can my transformation make a difference in the world?
Well, think of it like this. When we're all caught up in our own little dramas, reacting to everything from a place of fear.
Yeah.
It's like we're just adding fuel to the fire, more conflict, more suffering.
Like everyone's playing their own instrument, but it's all out of tune.
Yeah, just noise.
A cacophony.
But when we start cultivating inner peace, clarity, when we respond with love and compassion, it's like we're adding a note of harmony.
So it's like a ripple effect. Even small changes in our own awareness can spread outward.
That's the idea. Yeah, and the book even goes so far as to say this shift in consciousness, it's essential for our survival, for humanity to survive.
Whoa.
It's saying the egoic mind, with its constant need for power and control, it's a dangerous path, a destructive path.
So the future of humanity hinges on whether we wake up or not. No pressure.
Right. Well, it's not about pressure. It's about recognizing we have a choice.
Right.
We can keep doing things the old way with fear and separation, or we can choose a new way, one that's rooted in awareness, in connection.
Like we're at a fork in the road.
Yeah, and we get to decide which path to take.
And the book's saying we don't have to do it alone, right?
Absolutely not. There are practices, teachings, communities that can support us.
That's good to hear because it can feel, I don't know, overwhelming to try and do this by yourself.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the book gives us so many tools. We've talked about some of them, the mindfulness of breath, the sensory awareness, watching your thoughts.
Yeah.
But there's more. It's like we're given this whole toolkit to help us dismantle the old ways and build something new.
So it's not just about, like, identifying the problem, it's giving us ways to fix it.
Exactly. It's a call to action, an invitation to step into a more conscious way of being for our own sake and for the sake of everyone.
It's pretty amazing to think that our own journeys, our own awakenings can contribute to a bigger shift.
It is. And as the book reminds us, the present moment, this is all we have.
Right.
It's the only place where we can find our true power, where we can create a better future. So, what does this mean for you? We've explored all these ideas, the pitfalls of the mind, the power of the now, this potential for change. Now the question is, if you were to live fully in this present moment, free from all that ego stuff, what would your life look like?
What choices would you make? How would you treat others? What kind of world would you create? We hope this deep dive has sparked something in you, inspired you to take a step, even a small one, towards a more conscious way of being. Thanks for diving deep with us.